This content has been brought to you by my Patreons, and if you'd like to join them, link is in the description.
What's up? Welcome to Overthrow Media, your best place for politics, hip hop, and life. You know it's Bigg Villainus, your dope ass MC, your comrade revolutionary, and international sex symbol. Today we're gonna be reacting to a motherfucking video from PragerU, yeah, another one of them motherfuckers, talking about is white privilege real? When we come right back.
Living in the house of usher, parasitical lighted structure. The plague begins to cluster in the house of usher.
Alright, before we hop in this video, I gotta have a word from our sponsors. Nigga, y'all know y'all my only sponsors, so make sure to support me on Patreon and also cop some of this dope ass merch. Let's hop into this trash ass PragerU video. You know what time it is. Let's go.
What's up, guys? This is Will with PragerU, and welcome to beautiful Florida. Today we're talking to people about white privilege and whether or not they think it's real. Let's do it. And guys, before we get started, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell button so that you never miss a new video here on YouTube.
Yeah, hit the bell button, but for my channel, not theirs. Also, if you're interested, you can buy a Fuck PragerU shirt from me.
So you heard of white privilege before?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. You think white privilege is a pretty real, significant thing?
Yeah, I think it's definitely real.
Yes, I definitely think there is discrimination in society now.
I mean, there's some stuff that I look at and it makes it seem like it's legit. I don't know though.
When you just think about everything as a whole and then society and just different ways different situations play out for different people, compare the two situations, it's pretty obvious. There's no denying it.
Just throughout, even housing, education, it's everywhere.
I mean, I think there are some things that some minorities may not have, like certain resources they won't always have access to.
What about white people that don't have those resources too?
That also happens, but minorities.
Okay, I'm gonna pause real here. I know it's in the middle of what he's saying, but let's get into this. I love when white people try to make that argument, right? But in reality, what it really is that there's also such things as class privilege too. Oh my God, intersectionality. The fact that oppression intersect is just really amazing. But if you compare a white person to a black counterpart of the same class, social economic background, you can see pretty clearly that white privilege fucking exists, bruh. It's not that complicated. I love how you pick people who can't articulate themselves very well to probably edit their worst moments to make yourself look like you have a point. But you don't. We can see over and over again through the fact that if you have a white name, you're more likely to get called back on a job. You can see by the unemployment or the fact that we're targeted by mass incarceration disproportionately, despite the fact that we commit less of the crime. But hey, I guess that don't fit your agenda, huh?
It probably might be more common than white people.
Why would you say that?
Different statistics that I've looked at and sources.
Cool.
I mean, there's absolutely things that like you get advantages with if you're white, but like as far as affirmative action and like institutional, there's such massive advantages you get when it comes to non-white privilege.
I think there are certain instances of like black privilege as well.
And to an extent, yeah. Certain situations, yeah, I agree.
I got a 30.
Nah, there's no such thing as black privilege, except for the fact that we can dance, rap, fight, and they're just better at shit than white people generally are. But I think that has less to do with our skin tone and more to do with our struggle, huh?
33 on my ACT. If I went to, Stanford with that and I was a Native American, I would be getting a full ride scholarship right now, but
They don't have like the straight white male scholarships that you have for all the other minorities and everything.
Mark Cuban tried to come up with one of those and people called him racist for that.
Do you think that, like me as a white guy, have more privileges than you as a Latina?
I've never experienced any disadvantages really, personally, so.
Also, there are white Latinas and Latinos that is pretty common because Spain, which is a white nation, colonized Latin America. So, thanks for the false aspect, bro. I appreciate your bullshit. Let's go.
That's a good thing. It's like a lot of people will talk about white privilege as if it's like a really big deal, but then haven't actually experienced any instances of it. What resources do you think minorities don't have that white people have?
Like certain access to stuff like laptops in school and stuff.
Alex, you're Mexican. You have a laptop?
I do.
Your family have a laptop?
They do.
What do you think?
So, to respond to that, I actually do have a laptop. I'm watching it right now. However, until I was an adult, I had no computers at all. And it took a long time where I'm way behind the curve on it because of that. Also, social economics play a role in if you can afford to do so. Now, generational wealth is often passed down to white folks by their ancestors who stole it from black folks and brown folks and indigenous folks. So, that gives you an advantage, doesn't it?
Think about the concept of white privilege.
I think it's kind of ridiculous, to be completely honest with you. I don't think it makes any sense.
We're all aware that, like, there's absolutely been oppression in, like, the last 50 years, and there's still oppression today. Like, there's no doubt that there's still oppression today. But the term white privilege is used broadly for, like, an incredible amount of things that don't necessarily apply.
There's a million different things between the average white person and the average black or Latino, Hispanic, whatever, insert race here person, other than the color of their skin. So you have to take those factors into account as well.
Depends on the background.
So, okay, let's take them factors into account. Let's take into account that culture and background make a difference. Let's also take into account why people have impoverished backgrounds. Why black folks specifically do. From everything from Black Wall Street to slavery, baby. From mass incarceration and targeting of black communities. From predatory loans from banks. And so on and so forth. So let's take that into context. As well as culture. If you code switch and speak in a Eurocentric way and take up Eurocentric mindsets, it's easier for you to assimilate. Hence why code switching exists, my brother. So, let's take that into consideration like you said, bruh.
Where you come up and raised from, and just, you know, you're walking through life, different people you meet, different opportunities you have that I may not have, different opportunities I may not have that I may have that you may not, you know.
It's just blatantly racist if you ask me, to look at a person and say the only reason where you got where you at is because you were born a certain way.
It's more about...
Nobody said that. Nobody said the only reason white people are where they're at is because they were born a certain way. However, people are saying give them a severe advantage living in a white nationalist state called the United States of America. Let's go.
What you can do and less about what your predisposition should allow you to do. And that's, I think, the most important thing for people to recognize is, yeah, there are white privileges, but there's also Asian American privileges, there's also black privileges, but more importantly, it's socioeconomic privileges.
Thanks for watching, everybody. If you like this video, share with your friends. Comment your thoughts down below. Follow me and PragerU on social media.
Don't follow them. Don't listen to any of that. I'm cutting that out. Fuck that bullshit. Anyways, so yeah, you know, all the Asian black privileges, you know. My black privilege to say nigga. You know what I mean? That's my black privilege, my guy. Alright, enough of this bullshit. Fuck PragerU. And you can cop some of them dope ass t-shirts to say fuck PragerU on my fucking Teespring. PragerU is the cringiest of the cringiest, right? Like, out of the alt-right, they're like your racist uncle that drinks too much Budweiser and pees on himself. That is PragerU. If they were a university for real, they would take place in the backyard of the Klan. That would be the only place that would host them. Maybe a Klan church or something. Or the police precincts. But anyways, I'm done roasting PragerU. Let's be real. White privilege exists. Black oppression exists. White supremacy is heavy. And let's just not lie about it. Let's be honest. Anyways, make sure to hit that like button. Leave a comment down and tell me what you think of this video. Or their bullshit versus my bullshit. AKA facts. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Make sure to put it on all so you can stay notified every time I drop a video. Make sure to follow me on all the social media. That means villainous_music at Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, SoundCloud, Patreon. Yes, especially that Patreon and even Twitch. All right, I'm going to catch y'all later. Deuces. Peace.
Walking through the crease and the cracks of the streets, struggling for some food and a bed to sleep, while trying to cause overthrow. I'm feeling weak, ideology buff,